I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, Supreme Team, and welcome to the channel. Come on in, okay? I am about to call y'all out. Hopefully everybody had an opportunity to watch the show. Okay, put it in the chat. First, let me call y'all city, y'all state, y'all wherever y'all from out, okay? Let's see, we got Florida, what's up? Pennsylvania, what's up? Nashville, Tennessee, Maryland, Lexington, Kentucky. What's up, what's up? What's up, Linda Gamble? What's up, Lady D Keys? Anyone that you see with a purple wrench behind their name, they are the moderators, okay? They're here volunteering their time to make sure that you guys have a good time in the chat, okay? What's up, Philly? What's up, my snarky friend? Okay, what's up, what's up? I see California in the house. Hello, Liz. Come on in. ATL is where Liz is from, okay? Yes, you said you watched. Ciao. What's up, my Ohio family? Listen, I laughed at one of the clips, the backyard scene. I had put a little laughing emoji under whoever was playing it on IG. And baby, when I tell you some nasty heifer came under there talking about, oh, you're mean. Oh, I'm surprised at you. Oh, you must be the one that works for Carlos King. Bitch, I went back to put more laughing emojis under there after I saw that scene. Child, that was crazy, okay? What's up, Orlando? What's up, Cleveland? Every time I see that clip, I will give it a laughing emojis. Just an FYI, okay? 196 of you are here. Make sure that y'all hit that like button. If you are a newbie, if you're a new subscriber, because I've been getting new subscribers for the last couple of days, welcome. I appreciate every single one of y'all, okay? But damn, I could not believe my eyeballs, my ears, my everything. Okay, what's up, Euclid? I used to live on Euclid. What's up, California? So yeah, anyway, this is the pull-up, basically. It's to get y'all thoughts on things. I'm going to share what I saw, but I have to go back and watch it a second time, child, so I can give y'all my official review. But what I did see blew my damn mind, okay? I'm going to give this episode a 10, okay? Rate it in the chat right now. What do y'all think? What did y'all think of this episode on a scale of 1 to 10? What do you rank it, okay? What's up, Clone in the house? Clone is my sister. We got the same mama, same daddy. So if y'all see Clone, tell her what up, what up, what up. But yeah, child. If you didn't laugh at that shit, listen, I ain't trying to, I want to be funny, but oh my God, okay. From the second that man walked into the backyard, now I've seen it already. I told y'all there that the man had an issue, and I said, listen, at the end of the day, he is worse than Martell. He can't hide it. Martell hides it. He can camouflage it. Marquez cannot. But whew, the way people was trying to come for me, trying to report me to the head dog, to the head cheese, I guess, like I gives a damn, child. But anyway, it was funny. It was funny. Okay. Come on in. I'm trying to see what y'all rate this show. What do y'all rate the show? I still see people calling out their city, their state, wherever they are coming in from. They keep trying me, baby. Listen, I could give a damn. I let the bitch know she can go sit on attack. However, all the episode did was prove me right. All that episode did was prove me right. I see an 8, a 6. So she's the one who looks like a clown right now, but I'm pretty sure that whoever they report to, they've reported me. So I'm just waiting for the get back, I guess, if there is any get back. 2025 is coming through. Everybody's giving it a high rating. I see 10s, 9s. We got a 4 in the house, a 5. Somebody said I rank it a hot mess. a 6, a 7.5. Not that good to me. A 4. All right. It was funny as hell to me. I thought every scene was a winner. Even the preview for next week was a winner to me. I loved it. What's up, Cookie? I miss you. Cookie is in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's get to it, y'all. This was a hot mess. No, ma'am, a strong 2. Listen, in comparison to every reality TV show that is on cable or wherever the hell it's playing on, it was actually for the first time in a long time, in my opinion, for the first time in a long time, it is rating next to them. Like that's finally in the Married to Medicine, Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's in that category because everybody is clocking in. These are these people's reality. You don't have to like it, but it's their reality, child. It is their reality. I actually was going to review Married to Medicine a little earlier today, and I stopped myself because I know how much people like sweet tea. But I was about to say, sweet tea is a hot mess, child. Unfortunately for her. But I had to remember she had, I think when the first season she had came on, she actually said that she was in a support group for young women who date older men. And when she said it, I didn't understand it because I was like, well, you do look like you're the right age. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't look younger than, like you shouldn't be dating him. But when I saw her in the scene with Dr. G, I said it's because her mentality isn't up to par. And so now I understand why somebody might pull her aside and ask her if she wants help or slip her a letter. But anyway, let's get to it. We're going to take this down for a second. Let's see. But she's going to probably get that work from me on Monday because it was a mess. Oh, thank you, Cookie. Everybody, please hit the like button. Please and thank you. There's 337 of you here. Let me see how many of y'all hit the like button. Let me see. Not enough. Not enough. Come on, everybody. I need y'all to hit the like button so we can get it cracking. Okay. At least get me to 200. Okay. That shouldn't be hard. Just hit the like button. Hit the like button. If you're here, if you're in the bushes, you can just hit the like button and crawl right on back into them bushes. You don't have to do nothing else. Just put your finger on the like button and then keep it cracking. Okay. So we're going to talk about some of these scenes. This is not my official review. My official review will be tomorrow, but this is giving y'all an opportunity to get your feelings and your thoughts out. Martell, oh my goodness. Oof. Martell is a mess. I'm going to put the link up if anybody wanted to come up. Let me pin that to the top. Martell is a mess. I know that he likes to tell people that he does not care about Melody and that he's moved on and all kinds of shit. But when you see him in these episodes and the stuff that comes out of his brain and out of his mouth, oh my God, the way Chris was looking at him, like when people just have a steady eye on you, like, are you gonna, go crazy on me? That's how you know. That's how you know. It's the same look they were giving Marquez at the end of the scene. It's the same look they were giving Marquez at the end of the scene. Like, oh my God, is that person okay? Is that person okay? That's the look Martell was getting. They kept looking at him like, are you a real person? And looking down like, I don't know. I don't know who this person is. I see you guys in the back. Thank y'all. I'm going to get y'all up on the screen in just a second. Come on. Let's see. It's so easy for y'all to hit that button when you come in, straight up. Hit the button. It's Christmas time also. I hope you guys are all doing what y'all need to do for Christmas. It's beautiful. I have a GGH and an Alfina Douglas. Welcome to the platform, ladies.
Hey, Diana.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so listen, and anybody else who would like to come up, you are more than welcome to come up, okay? So all I'm going to do is get y'all opinions, read some things that's going on in the chat. I'm going to set up the scene because really this is your platform today, okay? Tonight, y'all are pulling up to talk about what y'all saw on the show, okay? So are y'all good with that?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're welcome to stay up for as long as you like, or if you would like to step down, that's okay too. But it opens, where does it open? With Destiny? No, it opened with Melody and Tisha, right?
Tisha, yeah.
So they are picking up where they left off. And if y'all didn't watch last week, that's unfortunate. But Melody had a Scorpio inquisition with Tisha. And basically, if you know a Scorpio for any length of time, child, I don't even know if you need to know them that long. They think you've done something foul, they go come for you. And the goal here isn't to find out if they're wrong about you. The goal is to make them right about you because they think you're wrong from the giddy up. But Melody has this conversation with her, and it looks like they end up squashing it. And then Trish invited her to her baby's graduations. So what did y'all think about that scene with Mel and Miss Trisha?
I thought it was actually from last week to this week.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I thought it was kind of funny. I mean, I thought it was kind of funny. I didn't really feel any. She got what she needed to get out. Trish was sweating a little bit, and I guess she was sweating a lot. So, but
yeah, I see. Trisha's makeup was so perfect and airbrushed, and about 3 minutes into that scene, I was like, "Oh my God, Trisha's sweating her makeup out."
She never ate her food. She didn't even touch it.
Huh?
She never ate her food. I didn't even see her touch her food.
Yeah, it got bad.
I thought it was, you know, the whole scene. I'm glad it ended the way it ended. At the same time, so I thought it was okay. I didn't think any ill will about it. And Mel did kind of. It was kind of. I have to agree with Tisha when she said it was kind of freshman senior meetup. I have to agree with that.
Okay. So you agree with Trisha that she said, listen, at the end of the day, people come to me about shit my ex do, and I'm like, good for him. But she felt like Melody might have had some feelings about things since she addressed her about it. So yeah. You agree with that?
No, I don't, because you know, here's the thing. So I would want to know when she was before you and I get a little cordial and start hanging out together. That word they throw around. I would want to know, was it some laughing? You know, overlapping when I was there too. Mm-hmm. I think I would want to know, was this going on when we were married? Because I don't know if I want to hang out or be showing up at your place and you were doing this while we were married. So I think I would want to know.
Okay. And she agreed with her. Trisha at the end of the day said, if I could have done it different, I should have come to you and told you what was what, because I didn't expect it. And Melody said, at the end of the day, if you're going to hang in a group like this, you're going to have to come out and tell people what's going on. Don't let your friends embarrass your ass, right? Mm-hmm. Don't let them embarrass you and tell your business.
Mm-hmm. So them girls will throw tea all over the table.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What was your thoughts? Did you agree, Alfina? Welcome, Miss Liz.
Yeah, but I have witnessed Scorpio inquisition, and I was tickled when I watched it go down on TV because my little sister is a Scorpio. And when she go in, it is live. All you could do, if you know what's going on and you can read the room, you're tickled by it. But if you're the person that is coming for, you are sweating dressed like Trish.
Let me tell you. You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them, baby.
You better fold. No, because when a Scorpio come to you, they whatever you got to say really don't make them no difference. It really don't, because they already got it made up in their mind.
That's right.
Scorpio got it already made up in their mind. They done analyzed that thing from 25 ways, and they got it made up in their mind.
True.
1000%. They have figured it out like a puzzle. You can't even get the words out. You just might as well let it go. Like, soon as they come in and start asking questions, you gotta be like, girl, I gotta go. Okay.
You better bail or sweat. One or two, or fight. You got 3 options. A, B, or C, and they with all of it.
It makes sense to me now when Tisha be like, girl, I gotta go. Because you just gotta get the hell up out of there. It ain't gonna go well. It ain't gonna go well. What was your thoughts, Miss Liz?
I'm a Scorpio, and I'm in my I guess, bachelor. She's in, I mean, the doctorate course. Like, yes. But also, it was Grace because I think she's giving everyone a chance to see. Perhaps Martell has misconstrued things amongst everyone and made more divisiveness than people are going to run back and say every little thing because people have real lives. He's the only one with that time. So I'm loving what's happening because I think everyone's getting a little bit, whatever Trish did, who cares? She doesn't care. But like, let's give you the chance to say how it really went. And then also everyone else in is communicating with others like, hey, just so you know, right. So everyone's kind of in now and not like, hey, he's getting to control the narrative. So I like it and I loved it. And she had Grace there, like,
I
loved
agree.
it.
Okay. I did like the way it ended, that it wasn't, ugly girl stuff. So it was a good scene for me at the end of the day. I liked the scene. Okay, ladies.
Thank you.
You can, Liz left. I was going to say Liz could stay up, but if you want to come back, you're more than welcome. Anybody who wants to come up can come up. But the next scene, you guys, was Martell visiting Chris. Chris got, it looks like a new office. He bought a new space, an old barbershop. And him and his wife were in there. And Martell came in to hash out the adult field day. Okay. Martell lost his everlasting mind in this scene. Not that he hasn't lost it already, but Martell actually said in this scene, first off, he said, I'm not apologizing to Marceau. I'm not apologizing to Tisha. And I don't give a damn. Nothing will make me change my mind. And then he also said, at the end of the day, he believes that Tisha had influence over Melody, that was the reason they divorced.
What?
Because of Tisha. Did y'all not see that?
I missed that. I saw it, but I must have missed that
The
part.
audacity. The audacity.
Okay. Talk to me, Miss Alfina. What was your thoughts on that shit?
When I seen him sitting up there trying to deflect the fact that he cheated on this woman, she found out, embarrassed enough. They wasn't even on television when she initially found out. But she took him back. Tried to still hold the ground for him. Because at the end of the day, him and her knew that without her, he was nothing. Because you see what happened when she left. He went down when she left. So for them to kind of line up with him, knowing how vicious he went at her, I don't see how any of them could trust him. But they're so scared of what he might say. Because he has nothing to lose. They still have businesses and reputations somewhat.
Child, do you know, this is my thing. What the hell was going on over there in that marriage where Martell thought he could walk on that girl like a damn rug all day and night and she was never going to leave? And why is he blaming Tisha when there was a whole baby in the mix? Like,
that's why I say the audacity.
Oh my gosh.
You made a whole baby. Tisha was not there when you made that baby.
Right. After they show us that clip where Tisha makes a BMW comment, Melody and Tisha, after that moment, were done. They weren't talking to each other anymore, right? I mean, like, we knew that they weren't, because I know a lot of people question Tisha and Melody's friendship, but they were close enough where mothers was working for people. You know what I'm saying? Mothers were calling. So in this scene, Martell basically lets us know that Tisha and Melody used to talk, and maybe Melody confided in Tisha about their relationship. About her marriage, like this nigga's, messing around on me. Tisha's admitted that too. Like, I used to be as mad at Martell as Melody was because of the things he was doing to her. But for Martell, y'all all come back together on this show. Melody is literally whatever y'all had going. She's like, listen, we gonna forget all that happened in the past. This is our moment to blow up together, right? All the stuff that people has ever said to us about us being a beautiful couple, about us being on TV, whatever these things are, that we should be famous. This is God telling us that this is our time. And you still mucked it up. And you blame it, Tisha. I told y'all that man was jealous of Tisha and Marceau. I told y'all that he was
Oh,
jealous that
yeah.
they are still
But he was
married.
also jealous of his wife.
Yeah, facts. But he's trying to tear down the other marriage because he was
Oh
jealous.
yes, he's on mission destruction now. And anybody that know, especially with that interview that supposedly Tasha K supposed to be coming up with,
Oh
know
Mm-hmm.
God.
that if you say something about him, that's exactly what aim he's gonna take at you.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean,
Tisha, although she claims she's strong, or if Tasha K actually do have receipts and there's a person actually shown, Tisha is gonna fold. She's gonna fold. She's gonna fold.
I said the other day, if Tisha was, came on Carlos King thinking all this shit is behind her, she just opened up a whole new can of
Yeah,
worms, child.
she did.
Oh yes, Lord.
She did.
Men like that, he's so mad right now because of his actions, of course. But he's so I hate to use the word narcissist because he hasn't been diagnosed. But the fact that he blames everyone for the mess that he made is it is so audacious to me that it doesn't make any sense. Like you really got to. I used to wonder why Mel was so quiet.
Mm.
It's he do the stuff that make you say, "Well, I be damned," and you just sit there shocked. You just sit there in pure shock,
It's
like you
shocking.
can't say nothing.
I'll say
She.
this to you
Oh.
though. Melody did call him a narcissist in season 1, episode
Mhm.
like I don't know 1. I think episode 1. She calls him a narcissist. They talked about it in confessional. But a lot of what's going on, in fact, this entire episode for me, when I was telling you guys that I thought Martell was love bombing Destiny in the friendship situation because he knows he can't film with anybody else, like he knows he's alienating people, and he knows that that mask is off.
Mhm.
The mask is off in a way that it hasn't been before.
Oh
Before,
yes,
everyone thought they were responsible for protecting him.
Mhm.
Melody did, and the people in the friendship group did as well. Like, he's a
hmm
good guy. He has his moments, but he's a good guy. When Melody pulled back, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, do y'all still, she's now the mask is off for her, but it's still there for everybody else, and everybody else gets kind of beat up for it. But they have to go through that unveiling too. They gotta break
yeah,
too. That's
Yeah.
friendship. That's how it works.
Yeah.
yeah,
I agree. Diana, I agree with you when you said that he was love bombing her. That was when you said it, it was spot on
Hmm.
because the way he's love bombing her, and she's eating it all up. I agree with you as well that that's what he's doing. But Martell, man, just looking at him today, how she said today is how he texted her, and she said he's not even supposed to be texting me, but he texted her and said, "Oh, they said all this stuff about you," and they're looking at her like we didn't even say anything like that,
Yep.
and they, but he just he did that because he wanted to keep drama in between them. He wanted her to go to them and be upset and start a whole nother fight because he is over there by himself because people are now to see the real him, to see what they were protecting all this time. And even I didn't watch the earlier seasons, Diana, like the first and second one, because the first episode I watched, I didn't like the way they was kind of talking to their wives. So I was like, nah, I can't do this. So
Mhm.
I didn't really watch it. But Marceau and Maurice told him over and over, stop this. They kept telling him to stop. They had told him several times in seasons that I saw, stop this, don't do this. But he wouldn't stop. So he has no one to blame for his demise is himself.
Except for himself. And he does not get it, not one damn bit. Even now that
Yes.
everything has been lost, he's still cycling through. Well, it has to be Tisha's fault. It's Melody's fault because she should have just stayed. It's Melody's fault for telling everybody about the baby. She and I could have still been together if she would have just shut up about the baby. Everything would have been cool. Nobody would know. Even when he was saying stuff like that, I was like, do you not know who you had a baby by? That girl wasn't going to let you keep her and that baby a secret. Are you out of your mind? But he does not connect for him. It's so wild. It's
because
so
it's all about him. That's why it don't connect for him.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. But yeah, okay. So yeah, I just thought that was an interesting scene, and y'all should really go watch it if you did not.
I watched the scene. I must have just missed that part. I
Go.
did
Yeah.
watch it. I just didn't hear that part. I must have walked away or something.
He says it to he talks about it a little bit in confessional, and then they play like a clip of Tisha telling Melody about the BMW, and then he says it directly to Chris and his wife, and they both are like eyeballs kind of buck, and you can see Chris just kind of slowly nod his head like, this motherfucker is crazy. He's crazy.
They better run.
Yeah.
They better start being them friends that came. I can't really. Man, I'm busy today. They better start being them kind of friends.
That's right.
Cause boy, he is dangerous right now.
That's right. So that's where he's at. But yeah, it was interesting. Okay, so look, we get a new scene. We get some new friends coming in with Ken. He has a sit down with another one of his little muscle bound friends, child. He looks like he got a little alternative situation going on. He got some like a piercing in his muscles and his arms. Handsome dude. But listen, he's telling him about, the dinner they had with Marquez. And he said things went better than he thought. He also said Trisha is ready to sign that divorce paperwork. And he thinks he's going to slide on in. And, to be the next man in line, the next mister. Any feelings or thoughts about this scene?
I don't like Ken.
Oh.
I don't like Ken, but yeah, he thinks he's gonna slide in. I think he need to slow his road a little bit because, man, she just signing the paperwork. Give her a chance to breathe before she say I do. But he's ready to make it permanent, and I get it. He's been waiting for a while, but I don't think that's what she's ready for.
They've only been dating for 2.5 years, so the relationship is still really new. Mm-hmm. I think somebody has something on in the background. Do y'all hear it? Okay, it just went up.
But I'll make up until she finished talking.
Okay,
to make sure it's not my mic.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so yeah, it was a decent scene. It was a filler, but it also gave us Ken's friend. And if I'm not mistaken, that guy that we saw in the scene, him and Ken are about to launch like a podcast together. So he looks like somebody that's a good friend of his. And I'm happy actually, because I don't think that we saw that happen this soon, like a couple introduced and then we get to see their family and friends so quickly. So I'm happy that we're getting more people involved. If he's going to have like a different position on the phone, on the show. I see people saying, I don't like Ken either. Let's see. Her ex-husband is super immature.
Oh, absolutely.
Immature child. But I don't like how Trish and Ken handled him. Really? Let's see. Well, we're going to have some differences of opinion, and that's okay, child, because that's what I said. I said we're going to have some differences of opinion. It is what it is, but we'll talk about that a little more when we get there. So that was just a little filler scene. But then we get Trisha and Destiny. They are sitting. Trisha basically just signs the paperwork, right? She brings over a notary. She signs the paperwork. There wasn't a whole lot to this scene except that she gives a little more history. She said that her and Marquez, they've been separated for 5 years, right? And she said her and Kim were dating for 2.5. And then she also said that she felt relief, like she was happy or excited to sign the paperwork. And Destiny told her, you're going to go through a grieving period. Do y'all agree with that? That she's going to go through a grieving period for a man that doesn't live there anymore?
I don't. Because I think no, I don't think so. I don't think so. I do think I understand her relief. I do. Okay. I've never been divorced, but just the drama around Marquez, yeah, I understand her relief. I'm on Tisha's side this time.
You're on Trisha's side this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not me. Not me. Okay. I am not on her side. I am burning her the entire show because she was out of pocket more than once. I do not agree.
Just for this episode, right? This moment. I understand where you're going, though.
You save it for in a minute. Save it, okay? I'm gonna let you get your piece out though, child, because a lot of people probably agree with you. But we're gonna talk about it. But yeah, anybody, Liz, you have any comments that you'd like to share about the divorce or signing the paperwork?
Um, honestly, yes.
Okay, everybody,
Uh,
pick up.
is this good?
You're fine. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I sound like Miley Cyrus. Sorry, that's not a compliment to me. Okay. So Marquez is volatile, and he has tried to portray otherwise. Ken, your marker went down a little bit, saying you're the dad, you did it all. We didn't need that. We didn't need the rhetorical. However, he's gonna spin out, but he can get Trisha to spin out. And Melody's there to be like, girl, keep it calm. That's the way to deal. Don't feed into it, because anything you react to gives them life and energy. He wants y'all to look crazy at this thing. Now, Ken, stop pushing buttons, boo. Your pec's bumping into people. Like, okay, sir, like just sit back. Amen, though. You're a good dude, whatever, so far. Trish, yeah, stop being in the shadows if you really want it. But I think Destiny was low-key a witness.
Okay.
Because, y'all ain't direct co-workers. Production is. No one else is there. She obviously had to do it in a way. So what made her pause to do that? And let's keep in mind, everyone, Alabama's state laws, okay? First of all, not even sure when women got the right to speak. And I'm not even going into other obvious, transgressions and just atrocities. But anywho, in Alabama, you have to, if a woman is the breadwinner, and in whatever sense, if it own part more of the businesses, boop, boop, bop, makes more a year. The woman, if she files first, has to have concrete, stand up in court. Yep, get a pen and paper. Evidence of infidelity to then not have to pay spousal or child support. Georgia and Alabama are ready to give full custody to just the breadwinner. And amen, in the sense of it, you need to be able to provide, however, at what cost.
Got it.
And also, if the woman's making more, and this isn't amen, like divorce, stay married, God bless everybody, whatever the case, who cares? I'm very liberal, right. Anywho, okay, so the point is, she wasn't trying to get respectful cheating. She needed recordings. You also, it says in the letter of the law, you need consent by the affair partner that they know the person is still married, to then they're now continuing in what the affair partner knows is transgression on a marriage, on a law, boo boo pop. Okay, so you need consent from the affair partner. They're still doing this. They know y'all are married. They know the situation, because people get fooled. Let's be real. The smartest, most educated man or woman, gay, who, whatever, LGBTQ, all that. Everyone can be deceived if the deceptor that's their like missile. And that's where we got to pray. We have to really get on the ground. Don't pray like the rain don't come or your weather or you get to work on time. Like, we should all do that. And still, amen, God's covering us. But like literally, right. So anywho, so Trish, and I think this kind of came out in that whole thing. I don't know what he does. Not about all that. She clearly has some financial backing of some sort without her revealing as much. And by the letter of the law, if she makes more, he would be entitled to then child support for the time he had his child, even if she had primary custody, lawfully, physically, whatever, medically. And then also spousal support for some period of time until he could get on his feet to provide said environment for the child. Just like men get it, women can get it. And I'll let someone else go.
So let's talk about this first. Let's set up this scene, because this was the finale of the scene, right? And we're gonna get part 2 next week.
Thank God.
Trisha and Ken are at home. They're throwing this party. It looks like her son is going to college. So she's throwing a party for her son to go to college. And it looks like maybe her daughter is going into high school, right? So
Did we just see how the daughter shied away when he hugged her with the plate? I ain't trying to say nothing. Anywho, let her put the plate down. Like, why are you holding her face? Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm not interrupting.
You're okay. We're going to talk about it. So everybody's there, right? The cast is there. Everybody except for Martell. They all look like they're there to have a good time. They were excited about the food, child. Everybody who walked in the door beelined it right over to wherever that table was with all the food. And then Ken has his mother, his sister, they're there. His friends are there. And he's super excited to meet some of Trisha's other family because he was like, I've met them off and on, but we've never had a big gathering. So this is that big moment. This is a big moment for all of them to have this situation with the kids. And it was really, you know what I'm saying? Like it was nice. I think it reminded all Black people of family gatherings, right?
Natural life.
And then we have Marquez, baby. And I'm not giving my commentary. I'm just going to tell y'all what I saw. He came into the backyard and he doesn't look for the people that lives in the house. He just like, hey, I'm Marquez.
Hello.
Marquez. Say what?
Oh, I just said hello. Go. Yes, preach. Yeah.
He goes, I'm Marquez. I'm Marquez. And I was like, well, what does that mean to anyone if they don't know you? You know what I'm saying? And everyone's eating their food the way you would when you see a crazy mofo show up at the family function. You're going to whisper like, who the hell is this? And you know what I'm saying? Even though he does look like—
This celery is good right now. This celery.
But he starts screaming on Marquez. Then it goes from him screaming on Marquez to him— I think he might have saw his daughter at that time. He says, where's my daughter? No one answers, not even Trish. Like Trish doesn't respond. Ken is having this conversation in confessional where he goes, this is typical. He comes in, he acts like he owns the fucking place. He's, he got to be the person in charge. He said, I would be a different person right now, but I've learned to let him just be him. So again, when I say comparisons with Martell, there's this whole thing where people just let people do whatever, and then they wonder why. You know what I'm saying at the end. But after he sees his daughter, he grabs her while she's walking past. She doesn't even say, hi, Dad, which, she's a teenager. So I'm going to say it is what it is. But she keeps walking. He yanks her up like, come give me a kiss or hug. He hugs her, kisses her. Then he holds her face like he's never seen her before. And I thought that was just a little awkward, a little bit for me.
It was very awkward. And he did walk in like it was his backyard.
I agree.
It was his house. I have to agree with Ken on that. He walked in. Mm-hmm. I mean, when you walk in, it's okay to say hello. Hey, how you doing? But he walked in and was talking to people like that was his house. like, bro, Ken was
is this your first public speaking time ever?
Like so this is awkward, very social.
Yeah, it was really, really awkward. And his daughter was looking like, hi, it was awkward. Yeah, something wrong.
He went from dad to young uncle. Then he goes and gets a shot. And he says, I need everybody to come get a shot with me.
Yes.
Take a shot with me.
Yes.
And he says, come on, Unc, to Chris Fletcher. Now
like he bought the liquor.
Like this is his station, right?
Yes.
I just want to say to all the dads and to the wives, well, not my wife, but if you don't have a wife, I'm like, whoa, whoa, is he spazzing on us? I felt like I was watching what was that called? The Stepford, the stepdad or whatever.
No, the prank before they like do your car or like pimp your ride or whatever, like the pranks. No, just kidding. Very ingratiated for no reason.
And still everyone is like, what is happening? Like the fact that everyone around was like eyes open, like keep your eye on this man. There's something wrong. Did nobody see that?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did.
Because he was running around whining the whole time.
The Jersey Shore would call that a grenade.
Correct.
Yeah, he was running around whining the whole time in that backyard. And I'm just like, dude, flow with the yard. Like, Why you standing up making announcements? Like,
He's asking for
come in, speak to the kids, speak to the homeowners. I mean, when you get to the juicy part of this, this little scene right here, I got just a few words, and I'ma shut up.
So he's talking to these people like he knows them. He has no relationship with them. Chris Fletcher is saying in confessional, "I just met this man. Why? I need somebody to put their mute on." He says, he's talking to everybody. He's asking them questions. How would you handle this situation? And they're literally like, we don't know you. We don't even know the situation. The only person who gives any, I guess, advice is Maurice MLK Scott. And he's, he gives whatever he's saying. Well, it sounds to me like y'all need to just work out whatever. And I'm like, there's nobody should be giving him advice. You have no idea what this is. But he's asking all this advice. Then he goes in and he does the same. Trisha's inside. Clearly, Trisha and Marquez, they don't get along. And it was very reminiscent of Melody and Martell when they had, went their separate ways. They still can, bump heads with each other. And they still do. Okay. But Chris is like, I don't really give a shit. I don't even know how to answer these questions. But then he goes inside, I guess, this little tent thing, and he's talking to Melody and Trisha. And even there, he steps on Melody's toes, like, well, what happened when you and Martell? And she was like, hold up. We don't know each other like that. Like, you're getting way too personal. You're getting way too familiar, and we're not familiar. And then Melody tries to give Trisha advice, child. I was like, Mel, you need to get the hell up out of that little.
Absolutely. I was like, run.
Get out of there, honey. Don't give no advice. There's no advice here. He's up here trying to make himself the victim of something, and you should recognize that, Mel. He's making himself the victim. I ain't never been to the house before. Trisha, you've been to the house, Marquez. You've been upstairs in your son's room. You've been in your daughter's room. Don't do that. Well, I ain't never. Yes, you have, Marquez. Like, he always has to be the victim in something.
Mm-hmm.
Is
that the part where you were laughing?
I was laughing from the second he walked in because I said, did you see the lesions on his lip?
Oh,
his lip, he had 3 pustules.
Oh, no.
Well, I took a picture of it. I'll show it to you tomorrow.
I'll be waiting.
I'm gonna go back and watch it. It's obviously something I missed.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. Melody ain't probably not trying to insert herself like that, but Marquez, you don't get to pull up on Marcel at Black when I don't know what he might be doing, or y'all have filming time. You don't get to pull up on a brunch with Melody, like mimosas with Melody. Why are you there? No offense to Melody, first of all. Just where's your tea outfit? Where's your dress? Third of all, don't come in hot. And I think she's just like, Marquez, now I know who you are and we've met before. I shook your hand at the Melody thing. And then all these other content creators, it's like, oh, Marquez was at Mimosas with Mel. Like, yeah, because he popped up.
Girl.
Like, he's a pop-upper. I mean, like, the shit popped up. I didn't catch that. I have to go back. I had my captions on. I was decorating my tree.
I know a lot of people have tied Marquez and Melody together like they are friends. Baby, the way Melody moonwalked the hell up out of that situation.
He's trying to be a super friend. And that's also, like, weird. Like, Martell may be thirsty in a different way or affiliate in a different way. Marquez just like, oh, I came to your event. Oh, yeah, I'm on social media with my hair, my pimp your ride, my barbershop, my food, like event space. What is that? Like, it is just... Like, I don't want to assign, a drug choice to behavior and whatnot, but it's giving oxys. Okay. That's all. And I'm off the chat now. Love y'all. Y'all.
Okay. Thank you, Liz. But yes.
Diana, you're amazing.
You're amazing too.
Exhibiting very much so groupie behavior.
Very much so groupie behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Alfina, you the one who has a little bit of feedback. Hold on. Okay. I think you have me playing on something else.
Yeah. I turned the other device off.
Okay.
My bad.
It sucks you can't heart stuff when you're in here, but okay, bye. Love y'all.
Okay, so anyway, he had pustules on his lip. First of all, he comes in with a man. He didn't even introduce the other guy.
No, he did not. He
Yeah,
did not.
he was a hot mess.
I just love it's 2024. We're all like, where are your gloves, your Easter socks? Where is your etiquette? Where are the greetings and what? Like, okay.
Then after he gets his ass out, they come out of the little tent. Now this scene was cut, and if you were paying attention, you could tell that's when Ken is standing there with a child that I think he was from another relationship, right? Mm-hmm. So Trisha's with her too, with Marquez. There's a third child there that is, I believe, with Ken. And he's making the announcement, to all the hardworking moms and dads. Me, Trisha, I don't necessarily think he was trying to blanket himself over Trisha's kids. I think there was one beside him that he was saying me to, but he didn't say Marquez's name.
That part.
And that, when they started playing the music from Psycho.
Oh, I love the producer sometimes. I do.
When they started playing that damn crazy music and his eyes started shifting, and then Melody's like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. And everybody, Chris is like, this is the best shit I've ever seen. What's Chris's son, Lance? Lance is just sitting like, is this going down again? Like
dog.
Everybody was howling. Because he is an awkward dude. He's just awkward. But y'all talk about it. Tell me what y'all thought, y'all. I'll get into it on the tomorrow's one. Okay, go ahead. I'm reading y'all stuff in the comments.
I slid out of my seat. Oh, I'm so sorry, but this the part I was waiting.
Okay. No, go ahead.
Hold on 1 second. Liz and Gigi, I need y'all to put your mutes on, and then Alfina, you got to turn off whatever.
Do I need to head out? Does anyone else want to come up?
No, you can stay. Just put your mute on.
Well, I made sure I turned off everything in my room, so I ain't got nothing turned on in here that's echoing.
Okay, go.
Okay. Well, this is the part that I've been waiting on all night for you to get to.
Okay.
When that went down, I like to slid out of my seat. I thought, yeah, Ken was a little petty with, the way he just grazed over Marquez. Yes, that was a little petty, but he was returning all that energy that Marquez came in. And not that I really like Ken, because I think he just doing too much. He putting 20 on 10 a little bit. I think something shifted with that, because that woman got some issues she need to straighten out first, and you should concentrate on that more. He just worried about jumping to the marriage. He gung-ho about that, and that kind of makes me nervous when you come into it with men that are so quick, because when they're quick like that, sometimes they're hiding things, and you're gonna find out when you get to the other side. It's all candy at first. So I have my apprehensions with Ken. But the way he returned shade to Marquez coming in his backyard with all that energy, I appreciated every bit of it, because Marquez threw shade and Ken pulled up the whole tree and hit him with it. Now, do you hear me? He made him feel so little in that backyard. And then when he got up and get up and announce, oh, he the daddy, everybody know you is, and everybody around here know you suck. So, like, that's what everybody face was saying. Like, for real, this what we doing? All the adults were clowning, and the kids was looking clueless. The adults were on full display in that backyard. Oh my goodness. That's what I got to say about that scene.
Okay. Thank you, Alfina. You summed it up very wonderfully. Okay. I'm gonna go to Gigi. Gigi, you have any comments about that scene?
Yes, I actually agree with Athena.
Okay.
Well, listen, I was laughing from the time he walked in the backyard, Diana. So when you said it was you were laughing, I was laughing too. I was like, this dude is so weird, it's ridiculous. And even when he was in there talking, when he walked in and started talking to Melanie, Melanie said, "I'm gonna just sit right here and eat." And she said, "I'm gonna just keep eating because of the way he acts." And then when he went out and just like she said, when he that I agree. I think that's why he and I'm glad they kind of showed us the backstory because that little clip they were showing us, it made Ken look like a really, really prick at first. But now that we got to see the whole thing, it made sense why he act the way he act. So yeah, I agree with Athena. That's why he treated him that way, is because he walked in his house like he paid mortgage.
Child. He walked in like he paid mortgage, and then he wanted people to think he's never been invited to the house. And this is after we got the scene where Tisha said, "I have never denied you a day of seeing your children. You could have came to this house anytime, Monday through Sunday, no matter what we were doing." And he actually agreed with her. So he keeps going back and forth. He's, I didn't want to do the spin, but child, he's something.
He is something. He is.
Just like my last baby daddy.
Okay, Miss Liz, do you have anything else you wanted to add to this subject?
I just love the women on the panel and love Mel. I'm warming to cast members if they're seeing the light. We'll have to let it all play out. Obviously, Martell, absolutely not. Trish, you're on the plank. You're not totally Captain Hook yet, but just don't do wrong by Ken. But I can sympathize. Like, I'm older. Me and my husband don't have kids. We didn't meet till later, or well, we've been friends a long time, married till later. Boop boop bop. And I can sympathize. I've always dated openly. If I thought someone was serious, or to even take that tiny step to date more, you have to embrace the children. So I love that. Again, though, treat that grenade like that grenade, do the espionage in the background or whatever you need to do, and boot it on out of there. Because it's tough, and it's a new age. It's a new age with this mess. So I love y'all. Thank you.
All right. Well, y'all, this was amazing. I really enjoyed talking to y'all about this. I really appreciate everyone's perspective. Like, we have different perspectives. I do have a different take on some of these scenes that I'm going to share with y'all tomorrow. I will post.
You missed one.
You missed one, Diana.
Oh, I did, honey. Which one did I miss?
The one I think Athena's probably
Scott
the one
in mail.
Yeah,
oh
that
my
one.
goodness. You're right. Let's talk about Scott.
And can we talk about Maurice and his lipstick? But okay, I'm hushing.
Okay. Go ahead. Hold on. Alfina, I'm going to need you to mute. Okay. Thank you about that. Sorry about that, y'all. Woo, child. The most important part. Okay. The scene with Tisha, Marceau, and Melody. So Marceau and Tisha are at their bar, and they look like they are trying to figure things out. Now that Tisha has admitted to everything, we saw the tension. But Tisha and Marceau always look like they're on a date to me now. You know what I'm saying? They don't look like they are always in. They look like they're on a date, like with each other. But Marceau says out of nowhere, Tisha, Melody sent me a text and she's going to be coming up here, blah, blah, blah. And Tisha takes a long ass gulp of her drink, child. Anyway, she's like, well, what did Mel want? He said, I don't know. But she comes in. They have a sit down, and Mel is about to do the Scorpio Inquisition, but she really don't have a whole lot of facts. Okay. She sits down in front of them, and they're like, what happened? She said, well, interestingly enough, I got this text from Martell, who's not even supposed to be texting me unless he's talking about the kids, but he wanted to put me up on game. He said that you and Tisha, basically had something to say about me that was vulgar, inappropriate. And then she says to Tisha, and you and Kimmy had a conversation, which they did not show us. And I hate that. I wish we would have saw it. But Melody, Tisha and I guess Kimmy had a conversation back in St. Thomas where they agreed to not let things fester. If anything, went down, give each other a call, talk about it, work it out, instead of, creating, more drama and hate amongst each other. And Tisha nodded her head, yes. And that's when Marceau said that the shit that Martell and I were talking about had nothing to do with you. Let's start there. I didn't say anything about you. I brought something up to Martell about the type of man he is. And he said, basically, you are the type of man that will call me and say, did I sleep with your wife? Okay. To which Melody nods her head and say, yeah, because they already told us that happened, a couple of seasons ago. Now, Marceau was a little more crass than that. He said, you called me and said, did Melody ask to suck your bleep? Right? But he said, that's what we were talking about. And your name was never mentioned again. Outside of that, Marceau, double, triple, quadruples down. I don't fuck with Martell anymore. I'm done with Martell. I don't, at the end of the day, he's a liar. He said that over and over again. And Melody basically said, I'm glad they see what I see now, because I didn't try to influence them. When these friendships started breaking up, when we divorced, I didn't try to influence them. I let them figure it out for themselves, is how Melody put it. But what would you guys like to add to that scene? What were your thoughts on it as a viewer?
I actually respected it, that she was able to go talk to them, because in his scene with the Fletchers, he was making it seem like that the Scotts had said all these derogatory things about her. I don't remember the Fletchers' facial expressions, and I'm gonna go back and watch it too, because I was doing some work. But I'm gonna go back and watch it. But they didn't chime in on it like they agreed that they had said. They didn't agree with him. So the fact that he would text her and tell her that, and she said she didn't even reply, and he didn't tell her what was said. He just said that they said these things about you at the field day. So I respected it. I'm glad that she was able to go to them and they were able to have a real conversation of what was supposed to have been had. And instead of her just jumping off the ledge and, and it goes left. So I liked it. I liked the scene. So
I'm reading this on the screen. It says the editing was choppy. They didn't show where Mel's name was mentioned during the fight. They do actually show that part. So you got to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
He actually says Melody's name. And then he said, you're the type of man that would ask me if Mel. That was when everybody was like, oh, okay, clutching pearls. Because he did not mince words, child. He said, sucking my. I was like, oh.
Show did say it.
But Dyana, I'm sorry. I had a quick question. Since he asked that question, that specific question, do you think he could have been trying to tie that back into the RP too?
No, that was an actual thing that came up either fourth season reunion. Melody is dressed in the black and white. Martell, I think, has on a navy blue suit. They're sitting on opposite sides of Carlos, and they end up talking. Was that season 2 or season 3? Can't remember.
It was 3. It was 3.
So that's when they rehashed the whole divorce thing, and Melody point blank said, you accused me of trying to bone your friend. Who would do that? Who would do that? She asked Kimmy, and Kimmy's like, I don't want to be in it. Tisha I think she might have been wearing that tangerine, that color.
Okay.
So she has the pompadour, and she is staring a hole into Marceau, because you could tell that this was something that was an explosive part of their friendship. You could tell the way they were discussing it. And Martell said, I just felt it was wrong for him to try to ask her out for drinks. Why would you do that when she was in such a vulnerable place? And it's like, why would your brain even think that when you are the one who got caught cheating? Like, you get caught cheating, your wife loses her mind. Her mother says, Marceau, please go over there. I don't trust what's happening, and I'm afraid for my daughter. Like, go see. You catch up with her. It either means that y'all were such a hoe that y'all was just nasty, you know what I'm saying? But for him to say that, but they put that on the show. And then I'm better as viewers.
That was That was on the reunion, and Tisha was the one that brought it up, taking a jab at Mel when the conversation wasn't going her way. I remember that scene perfectly from the reunion. She was like, "Didn't you call him and insinuate Mel was trying to get up with you?"
Oh
Tisha
yeah.
And I do think, Diana, that is when he asked her, when he was telling her about the video, asked her, has she ever did fellatio? That was that actual, because remember she said, I could be very specific. I don't remember doing that to somebody else, but I remember it being done to me. And
Yeah.
Tisha was saying, well, how do Mel not know if she did such and such? I do think that's when that video was actually introduced.
You could be right. After the reunion was over, Martell ended up putting out an audio of Melody and him talking about whatever relationship she was in when they had parted and had filed for divorce. So at this moment, child, everything is up in the air, child. I done pulled some more receipts that I'm going to be planning on getting a video together for you guys fairly soon. If not, I think I'll drop it on Monday, but I got some more receipts for y'all. So we gonna
then I'll just put my notifications on.
Yeah, put your notifications on, okay? We're not being told everything. Y'all all know that. So we're just pulling pieces together as we get them, okay? Let's see. They are children. Mortgage $12. They are their children. If Trish does not marry Ken or divorces Ken, they will always be Marquez's kids. Woo. I hear you, child. There's a lot of people that love the Marquez. Nothing wrong with it. But Marquez is going to get some work. So that's
Yeah, I was cool with him until he really came in the backyard with that energy. I was sympathizing kind of with him. I thought Trish was more the evil one. Now she got some dirty hands and they dissolving. She don't know how to deal with her anger. She's awkward. You see how awkward she is because she talked through her teeth. You know what I'm saying? So she don't know how to communicate and she shuts down. He tries to verbalize everything, whining all the time. Like I fell for it at first, but that whole scene in that backyard, I said, "Oh, I see what this is." He is that type, and those are the mechanisms that she used and how she's been used to shitting down. He made her that awkward because being together since y'all was in high school, they grew up together. That's why it was so triggering when they was in there talking with Melody.
And you also know, and I don't know anything about Trisha, but when she has all that stuff happen to her at one time, all that loss, sometimes it really does mess with your chemistry, how you speak and all those things. So I have to take that into account too, because I know how suppressed I was when I had lost someone very close to me. I mean, that shit takes a while to work out your system. So, but yeah, y'all, everything you're saying is right. I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. But that's it, y'all. We've been up for an hour. Every single one of y'all have been amazing. Everybody who came on the panel tonight, I appreciate you. Alfina, Gigi, Miss Liz, thank y'all for joining me. But we are going to wrap it up, okay? And then we'll talk again tomorrow. Make sure y'all join me tomorrow.
Good night.
Okay, good night. Love the hat, baby.
Thank you. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Thank you to everyone who is in the chat as well. I appreciate you guys too, okay? All of the moderators, y'all have been amazing. All of the new subscribers, thank y'all. Make sure y'all hit my like button and share this video on your out. This was a really good conversation. I enjoyed it. What else? I think that's it, y'all. If y'all are coming in late, make sure you go back and watch the replay. But outside of that, I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.